On the last video, it was a Yu-Gi-Oh reaction, and you know what? I might as well just do a Emirichu one as well. I don't know why though, but this is hers, My Strange Habits, and let's see how this video goes. Let's go.
Before we start, I just want to let you guys know I currently have a holiday mug up in my merch
Mmm.
store. It's red and green and me in different Christmas outfits. So if you want to grab one for your holiday hot cocoa or eggnog,
Ooh,
link will
are those
be in
still
the
available?
description. Alright, so let's talk
Probably
about some
not.
of my strangest habits. Or maybe they're not that strange and they're actually way more common than I initially thought. I'll let you be the judge of that. Number one, I sniff everything. Out of all the five senses, the one I probably use the most is smell. It's not even like I have a great sense of smell or anything, it's just that my first reaction to anything is to sniff it.
Actually, I wouldn't exactly say it's that far off of being weird, but it is a little strange of like everything that you get you sniff.
For whatever reason.
Mm.
Especially with food. People who've eaten
Oh,
with me
absolutely
know
for
that
food.
I always sniff my food. As in, before every single bite, I inhale deeply. I don't know, I feel like smell is like
No, that is I don't know. Maybe that is strange to me.
half of the tasting experience, right? Like, if something smells really tasty, why wouldn't you want to breathe it all in? But of course, it doesn't just stop at food. If you hand me just about anything, the first thing I'll
No.
feel compelled to do is sniff it. One time, my
Why,
friends and I
Emmy?
discovered a chunky little slug right outside our
Don't
apartment,
tell me
and
you're trying to
after
sniff the
petting its
slug.
cold, slimy exterior, I had to go in for a sniff. Anyways, they were super grossed out, but sometimes the
Isn't there certain slugs? Isn't there certain slugs like not even smell but taste the saliva or something like that? Like it makes you trip balls.
curiosity overwhelms you.
I don't know if this
When
is
my
true.
hair is freshly washed, I'll do that thing where I take a bunch of it around to my face and inhale that sweet shampoo goodness.
Understandable.
Smell
I do
also
the
has a
same.
lot to do with my attraction to someone. Like, yeah, that guy's cute and all, but does he smell good? Listen, fellas, take notes.
Hmm.
Smelling attractive is half the battle, alright? If your crush tells you you smell good, you gotta just hoard whatever body wash or cologne you're using because it's working. My
Yeah,
friend Moon has joked that when I
absolutely.
die, it'll probably be because I sniffed something I wasn't supposed to. There's been
Oh
too
my
many
god.
moments like, hey Moon, what's this?
That is acetone. I use it for stripping paint and melting plastics. It's toxic though, so be careful not to sniff. Emily, what did I just say? Get that shit away from your nose right now! What is wrong with you?
Number two,
You know what? I don't doubt this would happen. I really, yeah. I don't know. I do think this would happen to her.
did you lock
I
your
hope
door?
not.
I've been told if I were one of those tiny little mobile persicoms from the anime Chobits, my only function would be to ask, did you lock your door? Because I do it literally all the time. Doesn't matter who it is. If I'm riding in someone's car, the second we step out, I ask, did you lock your car? Sometimes I forget to ask until we've walked a little too far away, and they're like,
Well, I always lock my car, and I'm pretty sure that I locked my car. But you asking me that question is suddenly making me doubt whether I did. And now I have to walk all the way back just to confirm with myself that I did, in fact, lock my car.
well, good.
I am that person that will literally jiggle jiggle the door, especially if it's like at the house or whatever to see if it's really locked. Even the same for the car. Like I will literally rapidly press it many times, the lock button. Why? I just do it out of habit.
Good. Now you can have the peace of mind of knowing you locked your car. You're welcome.
I'm gonna kill you.
Listen, better safe than sorry, right? Sometimes I even psych myself out. I'll lock my door before I leave my apartment, like I always do, walk like 50 feet, and then think to myself, wait, did I lock my door? I know I
Jesus
locked my
Christ,
door, I
girl.
just did it, but what if I just imagined that I locked my door and I actually forgot this one time and then someone breaks in? If I don't go back and check, the uncertainty is gonna bother me for the rest of the day. And then I go back and check, and of course it's always
That's the reason
locked.
why
But like I said, better
you
safe
jiggle
than
the
sorry.
doorknob every time.
I
Just
explained
do
this
it.
habit of mine to my friend Adam, and he said that sometimes when he locks his door, he'll make a weird noise after because it's easier to remember the weird noise than to remember if you locked your door or not. So I've been trying to put that into practice more often. Ooga booga!
What the heck was that?
That was so I don't end up walking back to check if I remember to lock my door.
Did I
Do you
ooga
have the
booga?
memory of a goldfish?
Honestly, wouldn't doubt it. Number
Yes,
three,
she
frequent
absolutely
bag
does.
checks. Similarly to the last one, I found that I have a nervous habit of periodically checking my bag throughout the day to make sure all my important items are still in their place, even if I hadn't taken anything out. And it's not even just when I'm out and
Understandable.
about. Before I go to bed at night, I can't sleep until I've checked to make sure I know where my car keys, wallet, and phone are. Like, they're always in the same spot every time, and I know they are, but I have to see them and reassure myself before I can sleep peacefully. Kind of feels like I'm a baby with no sense of object permanence. I think I
It's understandable. Same way how many people hang their keys up, and what is it for them to really see if their keys are hanged up, they have to see it before they go to bed or whatever. Understandable. For me, I don't experience this at all, but I understand what she's saying.
developed this habit because my parents would always be like, "Do you have all your things?" "Yeah, I already checked." "Check again!" So
Oh
now
my
I've noticed
god,
I do the same
absolutely.
thing to my family and friends. It might seem really extra, but hey, thanks to this nervous habit, I never misplace my wallet, keys, or phone. Number 4, extra drinks. Alright, here's a simple one. When I'm at a Starbucks or a cafe or a boba shop, I have a habit of ordering 2 drinks for myself because I usually end up getting stuck between 2, and instead of choosing one, I just end up getting both. Sometimes I want a fruity tea and a
Hmm.
milk tea, or maybe an iced coffee but also an iced tea. Why choose one when I can drink both?
Oh my
2 drinks are
god.
just better than one. Except for the fact that I always end up peeing like 17 times afterwards, but I guess it's the price I pay for my greed.
Starbucks must love you, girl.
Number 5, is food a love language? I really like food, and I also really like
I
sharing
mean,
food.
I guess
So
so,
I
yeah.
usually show my appreciation to people by buying them food. It's my way of saying, "Hey, let me express my friendship by treating you to this piece of happiness in the form of edible goods." Kind of like how your cat will bring you a
I bet you anything, if I don't know, man. I feel like if a man was given food by what is it by a friend just out of nowhere, I don't know. I think I'm pretty sure some people, especially for some guys, would be like, "What does she want from me? What does she want?" Hmm? Especially for me, because if I was just given food randomly from like what is it from a friend, what is if it was a guy friend, then I'd be like it wouldn't really be a big deal. But if it was a lady friend, I'd be like, "What do you want? What do you want from me? Is this a game? Is this poison?" I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
freshly killed rat or a bird. Except, less gross. I feel like this is definitely something I got from my parents.
Nope, don't have
For as
cats.
long as I can remember, every time they visited family or friends, they'd always bring something to eat, like a box of fruit, or bread
Mm.
from a bakery, or sweets. It was always something edible. And of course, anyone with Korean parents knows the all out brawl that often happens when two people insist on paying the bill and will literally tackle each other for the right to out generous the other.
I
And the
don't give
thing
a
is,
shit,
it
buddy.
wasn't like my parents were super wealthy by any means. In fact, they were far from it. But to them, it was the proper and respectful thing to do. Having observed this behavior for years, I too have developed the habit of insisting on paying for the meal as a show of appreciation.
I got it this
And
time.
usually people are like, "Oh, sweet, thank you so much," because, free food. But every
Mm-hmm.
so often, I'll have a meal with someone who also has been trained for years in the art of fighting for the bill,
Oh,
and it becomes a
brother.
ninja battle over who slaps their card on the check first. It gets really intense. Some of my friends have literally thrown my credit card to thwart my attempts to pay. It's like fighting,
That's
but in the
awesome.
most wholesome way. So, these are some of my most interesting or strange habits. What's your most interesting habit, and how does it affect your day to day life? And also, please let me know if you can relate with me on any of these, because I know for a fact I'm not alone on most of
Oh
these.
hell no. You're certainly not alone on these things.
So, one bad habit that I have that I didn't mention in the video because it wasn't
Mm.
interesting enough is nail biting. Um,
Oh, bro, there's so many people that do it, hands down. I do it out of boredom. And what is it? What is it? Being anxious and things like
it's
that.
just like another
It's the reason why what is it? They're so short all the time.
one of my many nervous habits, but I hate it. And actually, recently I've tried to stop biting them, and this is the longest I've gone without biting my nails. So, I guess this will be my New Year's resolution that I'm starting a few months early. So,
That's nice.
yeah, wish me luck.
I
And
wonder.
I hope you guys have a really good Thanksgiving. I know I'm much more excited for Christmas
Mm-hmm.
and New Year's. So, um, gonna
Ooh, I like the art that people
try
put. That's nice.
to upload a bunch more things before the year.
This one right here. I like this one. I like this one. Like so scuff but funny at the same time. Oh, that's awesome.
Ends.
Oh, is it supposed to be a ghost? This is a Ghostbuster. I like this. This that looks. You know what that is? It looks so. I feel like this one right here would be like would be something that would be so scuffed. Where if people were making fun of this one, I think Amy Ricci would have made her art look like this for a while to give a middle finger. But I think one of the strange things that I remember that I did that I kind of got my family to do as well, which was I don't know where it came from. I was just like, hey guys, I didn't even announce it to anybody. I was like, hey, I'm just gonna put this bowl, this bowl right here in the middle of like this I don't even know what you even call it, but there's this I don't know like dining table or something like that. Let's just say dining table because I'm not even too sure what you even call it. And so I just put it right there, right? I just put the bowl right here, and I started putting caps of water bottles. Every single time water bottle was finished, put a cap in the bowl. That bowl had like maybe like 100, 200 or something like that. It was almost filling to like the very like to the rim of it. And my God, I don't know why. I don't know why we were doing that. It was just it. I don't know. Everyone started doing it, so you know, I think it was like filled to the rim or like maybe like a little bit more to it. And so I remember taking it, and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna throw this away. Let's not do this anymore. And all I heard was, it all dumped into the trash can. But that was a weird thing that we all just started doing, and we don't do it anymore, obviously. But I remember when that happened. Very interesting time that was. Won't lie. But anyway, check out Amy Richu. As always, you know, this is her strange habits. But you know what? I'm pretty sure we all have strange habits ourselves that we all don't really want to talk about or admit. Or, you know, sometimes it's too embarrassing or just too stupid. But anyway, you know what? Share what is your weird or strange habit. You know, maybe I'll share more of mine in the future. But anyway, all you guys have a good one. Check out the Discord and check out the Twitch as well. I try to be live every day. But anyway, all you guys have a good one. Peace.